So big news just dropped. I actually had another video to drop for you guys, but this is much bigger, and it kind of confirms, or actually does confirm, my last video about what the next mode could be. I had a couple of modes in my mind, but 50v50 version 2 was the one I'm throwing my money in, and I'm happy to see that it's actually the next mode. So right now the news feed has been updated with the new 50v50, and let's go into detail on how it's actually going to work. So to go over the first actual piece of official information, which is coming from the news feed, is that it's back and better than ever. 2 teams of 50 battle it out with 2 buses, increased loot spawns, and massive forts. Going back to the state of development version 4, which Epic released way back in February, they stated what they wanted for the second version of 50v50 was closer to the 50v50 trailer experience. And I don't know if you've seen the trailer for 50v50, the original one, but the basic idea was that there was big, massive, well-developed forts for each team. Or actually, in the video, there was one team that had a full-on developed fort, and another team was coming in to take it over. So it seemed more strategic and more ambush-based and more coordination between your teammates. So hopefully this one piece of line kind of indicates that there's going to be some type of time lapse or something type of way to give people some time to actually build a fort. And since each of the teams will be splitting in each side of the map, maybe that will give them some time. So that's what the second piece of information states from the state of development version 4 back in February. Split to start, so you'll have a split of the map. Each team will go on either side. They'll converge on the battle, so they'll come into the middle of the map to fight it out. The bus will be there for each team, so it's not one bus anymore. There's going to be 2 buses, as the description states as well. There's going to be 2 buses, one bus going on one side, one bus going on the other. It depends on how it's actually going to work, if it's going to go in through the center. But I guess regardless of where the first bus goes, the second one's just going to go right beside it on the opposite end, and it'll be split in half. So, and the next piece of line states that you'll see all your squad mates on the map. So when it says squad mates, I'm wondering if it's referring to your actual squad, your 4, or it's going to be like 20v20 where you saw everybody on your team. I'm pretty sure that's what they're referring to. You'll see all 50 people on your team on the map, because the original 50v50 you didn't see everyone right away. And the last piece of information states that there'll be more supply drops. So essentially in the description it also states that there's going to be increased loot spawns. So more supply drops is definitely one of those, but I'm going to also include more floor loot and more chests everywhere. So I'm guessing that's going to be what's going to fall under the increased loot spawns. But the last piece of information from the description that I really want to go over is the massive forts. If they're actually following up with the trailer experience, the massive forts, I wonder how they're going to do that, because I'm wondering if they're going to give players some time to go over how they're going to build their base, or how is the discussions going to work out, or is there going to be some type of system to help people come together and actually coordinate to build a big base and not just scatter like how the last 50v50 which was just a big mess of players going in whichever way they wanted. Not to say that it wasn't fun. It was a lot of fun, but there was no coordination. There was no coordination whatsoever. You could only talk to your own squad mates, and your own squad mates, you guys could go in your own way or follow everybody else, but there wasn't really any coordination between the whole team of 50. But that's really it for the video. I just want to go over this really quick because I'm really excited for it, and I'm definitely going to be playing when it drops. And it says coming soon, so I'm wondering if it's tomorrow, because the last day for Explosives version 2, High Explosives version 2 is today. From what I'm seeing here, it also states on the timeline that it's the last day. So if it's today is the last day, tomorrow is when we'll actually get the 50v50 version 2. But that's it. This video wasn't really formal. Hopefully you guys were able to intake the information that I was discussing, because I'm really excited about it. And when I just saw it drop, I knew I had to make a video about how it was going to work, because I'm pretty sure people have some questions on that, and hopefully it follows suit to what the state of development version 4 post stated way back in February. I'm really excited to see how this works. If you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. It really supports the page, and I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every other day, except days where there's something really interesting, and I'll just post a video on that day. I'll check you guys out on the next one.